The United States is offering Ukraine something NATO never has without membership: a security shield, modeled on Article 5. At peace talks in Berlin, Washington moved to break the deadlock, offering guarantees designed to deter Russia without formally expanding the alliance. US officials say the proposal includes intelligence sharing, weapons supply, monitoring, and a clearly defined American response if Russia attacks again. No US ground troops, but officials describe the package as comparable to NATO's collective defense commitments, pending approval by the US Senate. Ukraine's leadership says the guarantees are critical, but only real if backed by law.
Since the US is not offering us NATO membership, because membership to NATO is entirely written out, understandable. Although I don't exactly know how it would work. Well, thank God that NATO countries are not yet engaging in action. This means they have a peaceful life. Therefore, it's important that the United States perceives Article 5-like, plus appropriate security guarantees. We are just now working to have all this written out, and we are making progress there. I see military details from the military, which they have been developing. They look very good, although it is the first draft. And the issue of monitoring during the ceasefire is, in my opinion, a part of the security guarantees.
But optimism from Berlin is already colliding with reality. Russia has signaled resistance, particularly on territory, raising doubts over whether Moscow would honor any deal that limits its battlefield gains or accepts external enforcement. Speaking in Helsinki, Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk struck a more restrained tone, warning that Moscow's response is troubling.
I don't want to spoil this good mood and good atmosphere after Berlin, and what I can say today, I am still a very cautious optimist, but more cautious than optimist. The first reaction of the Russians are a little bit discouraging, I think.
Tusk says the real breakthrough is unity, not signatures. For the first time, the United States, Ukraine, and Europe are negotiating from the same side of the table. The West is betting that deterrence without NATO can force peace without surrender. Russia must now decide whether it tests those red lines or accepts a new balance enforced not by membership, but by consequence.